To be honest, I'd rather just be a little lonelier than deal with all the hassle of dating. I'm really not in a place emotionally and financially where I can deal with sorting through a bunch of misses to find a missus. Nowadays, with dating apps, there's always something new and more exciting just around the corner. So many women I've dated have abruptly broken things off because they found something more exciting. Social media, Hollywood, and porn have really altered the expectations of the general public across the board when looking for a mate. It's actually really messed up psychologically when a person thinks about it.
What is up, everyone? My name is C. Welcome to the C Talks channel. If you are new, hi, my name is C. Do not forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Let's keep blowing the C channel up. I just played you guys that TikTok video of Courtney Ryan. She was reading a letter from one of her viewers, and the guy was basically describing how he's done with dating and his reasons why. So without further ado, let's get into my reaction. So it sounds like this guy is using dating apps because he talked about being ghosted. I did a little bit of online dating years ago. I don't do it anymore, but I remember being ghosted a couple of times, and I found it quite silly. And you come to realize that it's because there's no bond and there's no thing holding you and the other person together. Online dating is essentially you talking to a complete stranger. There's no connection at all. She's not the friend of a friend, the friend of a family member, the friend of, I don't know, your brother's wife. There's no thing holding you together, causing you to basically just, if there's nothing holding you together, then, you know, breaking apart or severing ties with each other is incredibly easy. It's super easy. You just ghost the other person. I argue that when people have more skin in the game and more connection, you have to be more humane and you have to be more compassionate because your reputation's on the line. I wouldn't be able to ghost. Let's say, for example, I have a lot of female cousins. Don't go asking me for their phone numbers and their information, y'all. I know how y'all guys work. No, I'm just kidding. I have a lot of female cousins. I wouldn't just all of a sudden ghost one of my female cousins, female friends, if I went out on a date with her, which I have. I've done things like that, but I wouldn't ghost them. I'd have to just humanely say, hey, I don't think this is going to work out, etc., because we have connection because of that. So ghosting is a thing in online dating. He also talks about how social media, Hollywood, and corn, y'all know what corn is, not the actual food, the explicit rated R content, is ruining beauty standards. And this is what I have to say about that, or what I think about that. Yes, and yes. So things that people don't know is, let's say when you're on Instagram and when you're on social media, people don't look as good. I dabble in photography. It's one of my hobbies. And I'm pretty good at it. People don't look as good as what they look online. So let's say, for example, all the Kim Kardashians of the world and all these super beautiful people, when they put pictures up of themselves online, it's edited, it's doctored. People don't look the way they do online in person. It is impossible. You have filters, you have Photoshop, you have editing, you have even filters on your phone now that make you look amazing and great. Nobody looks that good. Let's talk about Hollywood. Yes, Hollywood pushes insane physical appearance and dating standards, and all the guys are jacked and have six packs and all the women look amazingly beautiful. Most people do not look like Hollywood stars. Most of them don't. I remember, I think Joe Rogan talked about this in one of his podcasts once. Shout out to Joe. I'm a big fan. He talked about how steroid use among Hollywood actors was a thing, because every time you look at a Hollywood actor take on one of these action movie roles, they get jacked. I've gotten jacked before. it's a ton of work, and you have to eat right. You have to always be working out and watching what you eat and doing a ton of cardio. They get jacked, and they use steroids to do it really fast and do it in a few weeks or a few months. That shouldn't be any surprise to anybody. Let's talk about corn. I don't watch it. I watched it before when I was younger until I realized that it wasn't good for me and that it was messing up my brain. The brain is a terrible thing to waste. Y'all need to know that. But corn is weird because you're essentially watching somebody else do it and you're not the person doing it. I feel a certain way about that. I don't want to watch anybody else doing it. I prefer to put myself in the position, or I would rather work hard and try to work on the things that'll put me in the position to date a girl and maybe have a girlfriend or see somebody on a regular basis to, to satisfy that need and then actually do it in real life. I don't watch corn. I don't recommend that guys watch corn. It's bad for you and it's bad for your brain. So let's talk about expectations. Expectations are, right, what is an expectation? It's what you think that you can get. And I talked about this in one of my previous videos as well. I feel like people in first world modern countries in the West have the ability to have more unrealistic expectations when compared to the rest of the world. Because again, we can talk about putting yourself in bubbles through social media and all these applications and things that you use. So you think that you can get this thing because all your friends are talking about what they feel like they deserve, and you see all these stars and actors and actresses and rappers and singers and things getting all these things that you think that you want. But when it comes to you, the person, if you're not getting what you want, if your expectations are not being met, you need to take a long, hard look at yourself. That's the hard part. Looking at yourself and saying, okay, I have this expectation and I'm not getting what I think that I deserve to get. Why? You kind of have to look at the why. Is it maybe I need to work on looking more attractive? Maybe I need to go more to the gym. Maybe I need to dress better. Maybe I need to bring myself up financially in life. And I'm talking to the men specifically here. So after that, then you can say, okay, I'm at this new place. I'm at this new level. My expectations are met more often and I'm getting what I feel like I deserve and want. But unrealistic expectations are abound in the West. Not everybody is a 10. I'm talking to the females. That's impossible. We need to have more realistic expectations regarding what you think you can get, and then you'll get more of what you actually deserve. I feel like if that happens, then you're more happy as a result. Versus if you want to live in a bubble of delusion, that happens very rarely, and then you're just sad and upset and all this other stuff. All right, that was my reaction to Courtney Ryan's video. This is C signing off. If you liked this video, you'll also like this other video up on the screen. I will be back with more videos soon. Peace.